You're welcome, and our first talk in our session is develop IoT applications using the Node-RED Visual Tool, and our guest, the Clemence Lebrun from IBM France. Yep.
Thank you. I didn't know what you say in Russian. I hope it was not a joke. No, it's okay. Hello, everybody. So thank you to be here. So my name is Clemence Lebrun. I come from France, but actually my job is a European job as a developer advocate for IBM about cloud platform. So usually some pictures what I do, hackathon, I do a lot of hackathon, I do a lot of technical support with developers, corporate developers, students. So I travel a lot in Europe to go to conference and hackathon and workshops. Well, a couple of. And I will start now. So first of all, before talking about the Node-RED tool, I would like to introduce you to the IoT platform. I think you're interested in IoT, so you may have already used an IoT platform, but I will more talk about the IBM IoT platform, which is called Watson IoT platform. So what is an IoT platform? It's a platform where you can connect devices, manage data, real-time data, connect data to other services, over APIs, over data sources like weather data source or map data source, or either over IoT platform or over cloud platform. Then from an IoT platform, you can also connect to application. Web application, mobile application, and of course to sensors such as any sensors, any device, cars, whatever you want. So with the Watson IoT platform, you can use many types of sensors depending on what you use. So I will talk a little bit about the architecture of the Watson IoT platform. So the Watson IoT platform is integrated in the IBM cloud platform, which is called Bluemix. It's available on the platform as a service, so you can just go to the cloud platform and create your Watson IoT service, and then it will create for you an organization in the Watson IoT platform. So it's using the same cloud, but it's another interface, another platform specific to IoT. The particularity of this platform is that you have direct access and easy access to the other IBM services that are available on the cloud platform. Of course, it makes it easy. You can just plug it to any cognitive APIs, weather APIs, any APIs which is available on the platform. Database APIs as well. You can connect, in a IBM cloud platform, you have many databases available, and you can connect it directly from the Watson IoT platform. So it's using the lightweight message queue protocol MQTT. Are you familiar with this protocol? So it's an open standard, so you can connect it to any device. It's using a message broker. It's a publish-subscribe protocol. So you will just send data to the platform with this MQTT broker. And you can also receive commands from the platform, or from external application as well. So you have also Watson IoT APIs to access the platform from external application, not just from Bluemix internal IBM application, so you can access from everywhere. You will just have to generate, an IP key on the platform, and you can connect to anywhere. Just a quick example, just to have a picture about what we could do with this platform and with Node-RED as well, I will talk about just after that. It's an example of a prototype I worked on, a connected street light. So imagine a street light that is autonomous because there's a solar panel, a battery controller, a photo controller, but which is also connected because you can talk to the light, you can send command to the light, you can receive data from the light. And then you can imagine two use cases. One is for the operator, the guy who will maintain the lamp. He could have access to all data and see on the dashboard everything, and also send commands. So he could control the lamp from an external web app, for example. And another use case would be any citizen who passed by the lamp who could receive notification about whatever you want. You can build some retail scenario, for example, or other not necessarily related to IoT scenario, but you can use the lamp as well as a place to receive data. So this is the hardware and system architecture. So you have the solar panel, you have the light, then you have the photon controller who control actually who receive the energy from the solar panel and then control the light, and the battery as well, and then it will send all the data with a Raspberry Pi, for example, and the Raspberry will send the data to the Watson IoT platform. And this is where you can start to build your apps, dashboarding apps, controlling apps, receiving all this data coming from the lamp. And from there, you can go actually deeper, because in your apps with this data, you could, for example, build a predictive analytics system, which will analyze your historical data, will take your forecast weather data, and will, for example, predict the future behavior of your lamp. And for example, if the next day will be really cloudy, and depending on your analytics of your historical data, you can say, okay, I just want to light on my lamp to 50% instead of 100%. To save energy and then keep your lamp autonomous. It's an example of an application, of course. And with that, you have what we built on this demo. We built these kind of things with other IBM APIs available on the cloud platform, and we connected to the Watson IoT platform. And we did all of that. All the backend was made with Node-RED, which I will talk just after that. So all the backend was in Node-RED, and we had another front-end apps to do the dashboard and to control to actually do action, to send action to the lamp. Well, this is just the architecture. So backend, front-end, shared database on the cloud, Watson IoT on the cloud, weather APIs, and also we added some features like chatbot on the connected street light. This is just some example of feature you can easily connect because it's on the cloud and because you have easy access to all this API, and you can integrate these APIs really easily. So Node-RED. Are you familiar with Node-RED? No? Never use it? Sorry? Yeah, I'll tell you. So Node-RED is a visual tool. Actually, it's built on Node.js. So it's a Node.js application, and it's open source. So the idea is to develop like flows and develop small algorithms, like you have a data input, and then you do some analytics, for example. You can do some JavaScript code, and then you can store it to a database, for example. You can also export it as an API. You have a lot of different nodes. It's called like this. The small box are called nodes that are developed by the community because it's open source. So actually, you have a lot of different nodes that exist and that you can import libraries. It's like Node.js libraries you can just call. And in IBM, we have a lot of nodes for different services and APIs we have, including the Watson IoT platform. So that's the most easy way to connect to the IoT platform is to use the Node-RED tool. But I mean, it's not just IBM. You have Google Maps APIs. You have a lot of different things, external and third-party APIs available as a node. So how to get started, for example, with your IoT? Imagine you have your Raspberry Pi. You just need to you can actually Node-RED. You can use it externally as a web application, but you can also install it on your device. For example, you can install it on your Raspberry, and you will be able, with just a Wi-Fi connection, to send your data directly with just 2 bucks. You will send your data to the cloud, to the Watson IoT platform. In this example, I don't have a Raspberry with me, but I will show you how to actually receive data in a web application. It's exactly the same way, but on the other way. I show you a demo. So, okay, this is a Bluemix. This is the IBM cloud platform for developers. So here I just created, because Node-RED is available as a sample app on the catalog. So you just create this starter Node.js application, Node-RED Node.js application. And you connected to two services, IoT, and here is a database, a Cloudant NoSQL database. And when I run it, it looks like that. So you see all the box on the left available, like you have function to write JavaScript, a template to write HTML, Weaver Insight to call Weaver APIs. And each time you just need to bring your box and to, if you created the service in Bluemix, for example, if you created the Weaver service, you will have direct access to the API. So let me show you. I'm just going to use my phone. Yeah, 2 minutes, it will be enough. So I'm connecting my phone to the Watson IoT platform, which, by the way, is here. I open it. Okay, it's connected. Let me just check. Yeah, you see my phone is here. It's actually sending data. So this is the Watson IoT platform. I can visualize the live data here coming. Okay, but we say that the Watson IoT platform is connected to my Node-RED. So this box represents the Watson IoT platform. And you see here, I just want to receive device events from the Bluemix services, which is plugged to my Node-RED app in Bluemix. And I receive live data here. And then after, I can do whatever I want. For example, here, I'm just selecting one of the data. You know, it's taking actually the accelerometer sensors. I'm just taking the X1, and then I can say, okay, for example, I test it if it's up to 10 or down to 10, and then I will, for example, send an error message. For example, if it's falls down, I can send it back to an email or to a text or whatever. Oh. And if I just, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I display the. Yeah, here it's going. Yeah, well, I'm not going to do it for real. But, well, it's just a message. But you could also, for example, I told you that I connected a database as well. Cloudant, I can find the node here. And you see, I can just store it here. Just like that, I will store everything. But, well, of course, in a real case, you will first filter your data. You will not store all of that. It's too much. Yeah, I need to create a DB name. I just insert. It recognizes my service. Here is my service name. I just deploy. And it's storing now all the data in my DB. You can see it from here, you know, if I just go to the service. Yeah. And well, I will access the dashboard. But just to finish, what are the key differentiator of the Bluemix and the Watson IoT platform, because it's actually part of the IBM Cloud platform, is the number of services available on the platform that you can connect to the Watson IoT platform. It's up to 130. And also, so you have third-party services, you have IBM services, you have community services. When I say services, it's APIs, the same. And also you have the famous, maybe you know the Watson cognitive APIs that you can also connect directly to your IoT app. And more on the, yeah, you also have, so it's an open standard, so you can connect it to everything. It's using Bluemix, which is available on many data centers in the world. SoftLayer for the infrastructure as well, more than 40 data centers. Well, I think I'm done with the time. If you have questions, but then I will be here as well until 2 p.m. So if you have more questions after, just talk to me. I don't want to.
Если не против, я задам на русском. Сможете перевести? У меня несколько вопросов. Один из первых. Работает ли ваша система с другими клауд-платформами, например, Azure или Amazon? Второй вопрос. Вот весь DataFlow, который вы показывали, там, это должно запускаться на конечном устройстве, то есть, например, на Raspberry Pi. И в чем преимущество от, например, простых микросервисов, написанных с помощью, ну, условно говоря, на Kafka, задеплоенный на тот же Raspberry Pi? Там, по-моему, нативная поддержка Java стоит, а ноды еще надо устанавливать.
A big bunch of questions. The first question, I guess it was in the presentation, but anyway, does this platform work with other cloud platforms like Azure and so on?
When you mean the platform, you mean the Watson IoT? Well, the thing is, like, it's open standard and it's open to API, so you can connect with anything you want. And not about Node-RED, which is the tool, the developing tool. You can also, I mean, it's an open source, so if you find some nodes that you can connect to other clouds and over, yes, of course.
Just a related question. If I understand correctly, Bluemix is based on a Cloud Foundry.
Yeah, for the.
So Cloud Foundry is used.
But you know, no, Bluemix is a PaaS, platform as a service, but it's also a IaaS. So it's using Cloud Foundry for the PaaS part, and for the IaaS part, it's based on SoftLayer, so you can also create containers, bare metal servers if you want. I mean, it's both.
Okay, the second question was like, is it required to work all this stuff, I guess not red, JS, right, on the target platform like Raspberry Pi, or it should be connected to the internet everywhere?
Well, Node-RED, you can install it locally on any device you want. If you want to use a cloud service, you will need internet connection on the device. But if you just need to locally do some analytics, like if you want to get your data, like filter your data, I don't know, do some local work, you don't need internet. The internet is just to send back your data to the cloud, or to database, or to other apps.
And I guess last question for this talk, what's the difference between this approach and just microservice approach? Could we just...
Cons and pros.
Yeah, pros and cons.
Well, I would say it's really just the availability to connect to other platform and other APIs.
Okay, only one short question.
Only me? So, how do you think which technologies and protocols will be better for new developments for IoT, for end IoT devices? Maybe Bluetooth Low Energy, Thread, or Zigbee. How do you think which wave is best for future?
It really depends on your application industry and on your on what you have to create. But I mean, you can use any protocol you want. But I don't advise anything. It's up to your situation.
Maybe you provide for us a full gateway for different protocols.
If you have different protocols, you can. I haven't mentioned it, but you can also, connect not just devices, but also gateway. So I mean, you can use a gateway to connect your different devices, and then use a. I mean, it's connected to every protocol. I mean, you can.
Okay.
You can use gateway and devices to connect to the
Let's
platform.
thank our speaker.
Don't hesitate to come to me. I will just be here.
Yes, and you can talk with Clemens close to the
And
flip
tomorrow I
chart
will
after
give a
this
masterclass as well, tomorrow afternoon, on Watson APIs using Node-RED. So we will use Node-RED not for IoT, but for cognitive services. But if you want to practice a little bit, okay, you can come.
Thank you.